Welcome viewers to the legal segment of Sithare TV. My name is Shweta Khandilwal. I'm an attorney practicing US immigration and nationality law right here in Santa Clara. For those of you who have been following me for the last 3 weeks, you know that we've been discussing immigration incentives that have specifically been made available by the US government to foreign entrepreneurs. Many of these incentives have been recently recognized or introduced by the US Department of Homeland Security. However, one of these, the EB5 category of investment visas, has been around for a while but is recently assuming popularity, especially because of the backlog in the EB2 and the EB3 category of employment-based visas. One of the most underutilized category of immigrant visas is the EB5 visa. This visa has been around for quite a while. It was introduced in 1990 and there are 10,000 immigrant visas available annually, but about less than 2,000 of them actually are issued. So this explains why there is great potential waiting to be exploited. Particularly with the recent backlog and the waiting time and the delays that are surrounding the EB2 and the EB3 category, the EB5 is a very attractive way to get permanent residence for an investor and his family. There are two ways in which one can get a green card via the EB5 process. One way is for the investor to directly invest $1 million in a business or even a new business or an existing business, and this business is usually set up in an area where there is advanced growth opportunities or a developed area, something like the Silicon Valley. The other way would be to invest $500,000 via a body or an organization called a regional center that is typically set up in areas where there is high unemployment or where growth rate is low. While the threshold amount of investment, whether it's $1 million or even $500,000, appears high, it is worthwhile to remember that this amount can get you a green card for yourself and your immediate family. Now, an important thing to remember is that this investment must be from your own funds. It must be funds that you have placed at risk. They cannot be amount that is borrowed or is loaned or is on a collateral. Now, you may obviously ask how many people have $1 million to invest. But there are a lot of creative ways to go about this. While you may not necessarily have $1 million or $500,000 in cash, you may have that amount in home equity. So it is possible to leverage your home equity to set up a business in the US that generates returns for you and at the same time gets you and your family a green card. You need not set up a new business. You can even invest this amount in an existing business. In fact, many business finds this an attractive way to get additional capital. Now, because the government specifically wants to encourage the EB5 program, it is offering a lot of incentives to speed up the process at which it is adjudicating petitions. It is also setting up direct independent channels of communication whereby the investor will have access to a USCIS representative whom he or she can directly speak to regarding the status of the investment. In fact, very soon the government proposes to announce the premium processing facility for EB5 petitions, which will guarantee a response time of 60 days. This ensures that the investor can have his or her petition adjudicated quickly, and if the petition is denied for whatsoever reason, the money need not stand locked in the investment forever. The investor can always open an escrow account that is conditional on the visa being approved. So if the visa is approved, the escrow will release the money to the business. If the visa is denied, the investor can take his or her money elsewhere. If you have any questions regarding what we discussed today or any of the preceding topics that we covered in the preceding episodes, feel free to send me an email at shweta@khandelwalaw.com. I'll be happy to answer your questions. See you next week.